So a new Instagram friend, Michelle Emery, posed a question to me, and I wanted to answer it here for you and for her. I'm gonna try and keep this thing under 10 minutes. No promises though. My wife made cookies for Easter. She shouldn't have done that, but I'm not gonna fault her for doing it. My friend Jeanette made this. I'll link to her in the description. She don't give a fuck about nothing. You should check out her work. You'll see what I mean. I shaved my beard for Easter as a gift to my wife. She's out right now. She doesn't know I did this. She doesn't like the beard. Okay, she doesn't like the mustache. She doesn't dig the pricklies on her face. I love my wife to death. I hope she lives for 1,000 years, or at least, you know, longer than me. In the unlikely event she does pass before me, in the twilight of her life, sometime in her sleep, the day after she dies, I'm gonna start growing a beard. Sorry, babe. That's just the way it is. All right, today is How to Sell Art Day. It's kind of somewhere between how to sell art and how do I sell art. At least how I want to be selling my art. That is the conversation for today, because I got a question, as I said, from Michelle, what is it? Michelle-O-Matic on Instagram. I would love to see you post more about how you sell your art. I'm being asked to represent an artist right now for a big cat rescue. I study the various ways people make money doing what they love through art, and I was just wondering about you, Dave. You seem really happy. Okay, Michelle, I will answer that question. How do I sell art? How I plan on selling art? Those are kind of like different questions, right? Because what do I sell art? How I sell art right now is not going to be how I sell art in a year from now, 5 years from now. The landscape's going to change. The way I feel about things is going to change. Hell, I change my mind about the way I feel about things about every 3 months. What I'm gonna do down the road, who knows? But right now, how am I selling and promoting my art? I think I've got a decent formula. It needs improvement probably, but it seems to work for me right now. Promotion. I promote mostly through channels like this. I try to be on video a lot because I believe video is the future. I'm gonna put myself on video as much as I possibly can. In fact, I'm gonna be diving into a whole new video arena here very, very soon. Some of you may be familiar with Twitch TV. They have a channel, a segment of Twitch TV that is dedicated to creative people. I've been watching my friend Nina go her own way there, and it's doing really well for her, and I'm digging the process. I am gonna be jumping into that space because I think that I could dominate. Number one, I think, you know, my art is so different that I think it would take people by surprise. Number two, because I believe I have the right personality. I also promote a lot on Instagram. I do share my stuff in other places like Tumblr and Pinterest and Twitter. Those are more secondary. Like my two primary are definitely here. YouTube video, Facebook video as kind of a combination, and then Instagram is number two for sure. They kind of work in concert with each other. One's obviously a little bit more static with pictures. One's more obviously, you know, more live with video. Those two work together. The others are kind of secondary. I don't do much work on Twitter because I kind of lost the love for that one. Tumblr is there. It's kind of a thing. It's more of just like putting my stuff out in a new place, and I can kind of automate that a little bit. Pinterest, the same thing. Google Plus, the same thing. I promote through all of those. I don't really care how much engagement I get there. If I get actual engagement there, I will go. As long as I'm getting engagement here, as long as I'm getting engagement in Instagram, as long as I'm getting engagement in Facebook, in the places where I like to hang out, then yeah, I'm cool. I also promote locally. I go to shows, I go to events, I talk about my work, I meet new people, I give them cards, I say this is what I do. I know that's not necessarily the gig for most artists or a lot of artists, but I do try to get out to do these things because I believe that it's important to not just connect with the community, but also, you know, introduce the world to your work in a more real life, quote unquote, real life scenario. Because who knows who's gonna show up? It could be a newspaper, it could be a gallerist. You keep showing up, you keep showing up, you keep putting yourself out there, and hopefully you connect, and even more, hopefully you sell. So how do I sell? Very simple. Website. I have a website. It's got stuff. You can go to it. You can go buy some of that stuff. It's got things. I got things like prints. I got things like this. You can buy this if you have an iPhone 6 or 6 Plus. And then I've got obviously fine art pieces, which I don't have. If you've been watching me on Instagram, but I've been doing this 100-day challenge, I've got these. None of these are available yet, but they will be available soon. I'm also gonna be doing a zine. I'm gonna be doing other things. I've got a plan for all this stuff, which I will talk about again shortly in another time, but there's things that I do, but I promote them and I sell them all to the website. I send everybody that I possibly can to my website, because even if I had my work on a different platform, like say a marketplace for selling my art, or you know, where you could buy swag things like covers, I want people to ultimately go to my website, know me for the website first, because I have ultimate control over that website, as opposed to what somebody might do with my work on Fine Art America, Society 6. If I'm in any of these other platforms, I don't have control of those sites. I have control over my site, and so I want people to go to my site so that they can see what I'm doing the way I do it. I also have some books that I sell through Amazon. I've self-published them, self-promoted them, everything with them. You can go check those out. Again, links are below. I've got zines that I want to do, or you know, compendiums of my work that I want to do. I don't really do that through my website. That's pretty much all through Amazon. I picked up this book by this guy, Jim Mafood. I can't remember if I shared this with you. Basically, this is a gathering of all his old sketchbook stuff he did a long time ago. You can buy this at comic book stores, you can buy it online, you can buy it at his website. I might do something like that and sell it through my website. Who knows? I'm not there yet, so when it's there, I will do that thing. I also do a minimal amount of graphic design. I do logos and whatever, but I'm very, very picky, very selective about who I work with. It has to be somebody that understands they're going to get my style, my interpretation of what they want, not some generic look and feel to a design that they want. Like I said, it's selective basis, so I probably won't do your thing. You gotta be pretty open-minded if you want some design work done by me. How am I going to make money in the future? That's a good question, and something, I'm gonna talk about this more in detail later, but here's what I want to basically get out. Yes, I'm gonna be making more products and things. I feel like there are people that want to collect your stuff, but they don't necessarily want to buy an expensive piece of art. They want something simple, and so I'm gonna be doing more of that. There's a whole I've got a mindset around it right now that I've got to work out. I'm kind of adding all these little nodes to how I do things, to how I promote, to how I share, to how I make money. I add all these little nodes so that I don't have all my eggs in one basket. And I say eggs enthusiastically because I'm actually filming this on Easter Sunday. Hey, hold. My son made these. How cool are those, huh? How cool are those? Look at this one. I dig these. Way cooler than the eggs I made when I was a kid. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. I have eggs in lots of baskets, so that if one of those baskets drops, obviously I have plenty of baskets left, bringing in cash and people. Prescription here really is for you to figure out different ways for you to make that money. Don't put all your money eggs into one money basket. Don't put all your promotion eggs into one promotion basket. Be in lots of places, sell in lots of places, meet people in lots of places. You don't know where the one thing is that you're really going to hit until you've been there, until you do that thing, until you make that money. You never know where that thing is that's gonna help you get to the next stage, whether it's getting more followers or getting more money or both. This is money followers coming together. Small clarification, you don't have to be everywhere all the time. Manage your time, manage your flow. But if you're not trying to be in all these different places, you're never gonna know where that one thing is. So go find that one thing. Somewhat of an answer, it's kind of a thing. I'm gonna go do my thing right now. I gotta make another one of these. I gotta make another one of these for Easter Sunday, because it's a daily 100 challenge. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should do that because it's kind of cool, all the things I'm doing there. I gotta go do that, and then I'm gonna go celebrate Easter with my fam. Hey, guys, thanks a lot. I appreciate you hanging out. Remember, be good today, be even better tomorrow. See ya. One of these days, I'm gonna do this like really smoothly, and it's gonna be a thing, but not yet.